Hey, have you seen yesterday's video? That's right, I have a memorable video that I fully drew, animated and edited myself. Oh yeah, and I have a partner. Say hi, partner!
Hi.
You could see a little sneak peek of his design in yesterday's animation, but in all honesty, Pine was here from the beginning. You were able to notice him if you're using closed captions. So, without further ado, today I'm going to show you my design process and tell you a little bit more about the second tree in the forest. First, I ask Pine some questions to determine what kind of vibes he wants for his model to have, as well as some other details. Next, I began my design brainstorming session. Pine's outfit was meant to be 17th century inspired to match my future debuting, hopefully streaming model, but I wanted to mix both femme and masculine garments to create a unique combo and something VTuber design worthy. At this point in my creative process, I prefer to sketch traditionally, as it's faster and I feel a bit more creative freedom that way. I don't know where those both things come from, I was just never good at brainstorming in digital. So, I summoned my trusty automatic pencil and scribbled away, mixing and matching bodices, sleeves, breeches, doublets, stockings and chemises. I showed all my ideas to Pine and he picked those too, pointing out what parts of designs he likes the most. Mainly the skirt from that one and bodice and sleeves from this one. So I combined those elements, added some stockings and butterfly and pine tree inspired embroidery, and we ended up with this. I really like the idea of proboscis goatee, and of course antennas also needed to be added. And so the final sketch was done. Next step was to figure out the colors. At this point I switched to digital as it's much easier to see the final color. But also at this stage there is a lot of copy-pasting. My color-focused sketches always look a little silly, as I'm not trying to portray characters' likeness and details, just hues. First, I prepared 4 different versions to explore what colors would even look good and work with the character. Which one do you like the most? Pine is a huge fan of color pink, but it looked a bit awkward, and gold, even though matching quite well, was fighting for the attention with the face, so both had to go. Green bodice one looked nice, but the same as gold dress, it was a little distracting, and the last one looked, well, just boring. But it's not like drawing all of those concepts was unfruitful. I learned something about color combos and was ready to test the different options based on it. For the second pass, I wanted to make the previous boring look less boring by adding some hue variety to it. For some reason, I had a hard time figuring out the placement of colors, since the wing-shaped skirt was pulling the attention while I really wanted to keep the face as the main focus. Finally, I had it. The final version has been chosen. Now, all that was left is to draw a model. Pine helps me mostly on the back end of all of this, so he will not appear often on this channel, but I wanted to give a face to the name, you know? If that changes in the future, I will prepare another model, but for now we decided that a super simple PNG tuber will be enough. I really like the idea of proboscis goatee straightening when talking, and I did the same with antennas, to further highlight the difference between mute and talking versions. And so, the man was created. I'm really proud of this design and Pine also loves it. If you want to see the whole drawing process, head over to my Patreon, when soon you'll be able to watch it while listening to Pine asking me some questions in this month's edition of Okie Dokie. Do you like Pine's design? I love it. So, we have the name and the face, but where's the lore? I said, where's the lore? Where's the... Oh! Insect mages are not exactly born, they simply start existing. By the magic of the forest, they take human form and make one of the giant trees their home. Nameless, they need to come up with ways to call themselves, make their own clothes, decorate their new space, and prepare themselves for the meeting with the essence of creation. They don't know what they like until they discover it. Though visits them to tell them that, informing that when they finally do, he'll grant them more power to celebrate. Or rather, that they'll be able to find that power within themselves. Every insect mage knows this. All have succeeded. Except Vashka. Motyl came to be soon after Vashka. Trembling with excitement, he hid in the nearest tree, a great pine overseeing the pond. Mottle really liked and wanted to help the other mage, you see, though he needed to get his own footing first. Maybe it was a coincidence, or maybe his butterfly's powers showed themselves for the first time then, but one day when he was baking, soon after setting everything up, he found his calling. It was the quickest earned license ever. Cooking and baking became his specialty. Soon everyone in the forest knew that Pine makes the best cakes, breads and various dishes. And although he experiments and tries new things a lot, making simple buns have always been his favorite. Sometimes he would leave them, still hot, on Oak's windowsill, so the other mage could snack while working on their projects. They quickly became the dearest of friends, sending each other messages via dragonflies and butterflies and talking for hours. And that's Pine's story. Did you enjoy it? I sure do. I'm so happy with his design too. Little historical fashion nerd inside me is overjoyed now. It also makes me quite jealous, as I don't have my final model yet. But one day, with your support, maybe one day. Quick announcement before we finish this video. All my VTuber related creations, mainly lore, animatics and other non-exactly fitting this channel shenanigans, from now on will be posted on my other channel, Coke 2nd. Anything else that's not directly connected to VTuber sphere will be still uploaded here, on the main channel, just like for the past months. Thank you all for watching and see you in 2 weeks. Bye bye!